Hey, what's up, you guys? Superboy Reviews here, and I'm excited because we're going to be opening, finally, the HasLab Sentinel, and it's pretty big, so I don't know why I waited so long. Almost everyone else on YouTube has already opened it. To be fair, I got mine a little bit later, but let's open it up. So the box is pretty cool. I'm not sure who the artist is, so if anyone knows who it is, go ahead and leave that in the comments. They did a pretty good job on the box art. It has the theming from like House of X and Powers of X. It has like that X-Men logo on it. And it's a little bit different than like the Sentinel that came with the Wolverine, like the Days of Future Past 2-pack. That one obviously is smaller, but it's just like a totally different style of Sentinel. So I don't know if this is from House of X and Powers of X, but it kind of reminds me more of the Build-A-Figure Sentinel from Toy Biz, just in the styling, but he's like a little bit chunkier too. Alright, so we got some styrofoam. I actually don't know how this opens, so... Oh, okay, I think I have to actually slide it out, so... All these guys are going to fall, so I'm just going to lay them down. Alright, so... I think I'm opening it upside down, yeah. Flip it over. So, HasLab is like a crowdfunding thing that Hasbro does so that they can make these really big projects. So, if you guys were thinking about getting this, you can't get it from Hasbro anymore. You actually have to order it from like aftermarket, so like on eBay and other places. So I got it for, I don't even remember how much it was. It was, I think it was around $300. And you had to put a little bit, like as your crowdfunding deposit, and then pay the rest whenever it was ready to ship. So, this is pretty freaking cool, honestly. I didn't expect it to be packaged like this. This looks pretty cool. So yeah, if you go on eBay now, anywhere, or even on Amazon, you're gonna be paying upwards of $600 for this guy. I just took a quick look on last sold prices, and I saw one that went for $690. So. Honestly, the future HasLab things, I might consider picking some more of them up just because they kind of seem like kind of like an investment. I'm not really into that, but honestly, if you're making like double money back, because you know this is all they're gonna make. They're only gonna make as many that people ordered. What do you think, Rick? Would you do that? Or...
I mean, it's one way. It's one way to make money.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know, but
how
dude,
big is the box?
Freaking sick. Okay, so the box itself was just about 31 inches. So this guy is the box is just short of 3 feet, and then oh man, I don't even know where to start.
Okay, well, what are these things?
Okay, so if you know anything about Sentinels, you know that they have tentacles that they grab the X-Men with and use them to detain them and various things. Okay, so, alright, let's just get him out. So apparently he takes some double A's, and I didn't think to grab any right now, but maybe we can pop some in in a second. I'm gonna put this on the couch. Okay, So I heard that he doesn't stand on his own very well, but we're gonna balance him right there. All right. So with a big piece like this, obviously they can get a lot more sculpted detail in there, and I think they did a lot of sculpting. There's some parts that I think maybe should have been painted a little bit more. Like this part here, like you can see a lot of wiring, but you can see like only a few of the wires are like colored or painted, which I guess it makes sense for most of the wires to be gray, but it makes it kind of look, it looks like a toy, but it is a toy. So I don't know what I'm asking for here, but he's pretty cool. Mostly everything I think is molded in the color that it is. Other than like the wiring and maybe some odd ends on the head are probably painted on top of another color. Yeah, like the little wire grate in his mouth. And so yeah, and let me know, guys, in the comments if you know what version of the Sentinel this is supposed to represent. So a lot of people were saying that they had loose knees. I don't seem to be having that issue. Fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx it. But let's do some quick size comparisons really quick. Where did I put the tape? So I'm trying to get him in like as neutral, tall a stance as I can get him. So he's just about, he's just under 27 inches. So that's pretty big compared to the last Sentinels we've got. The Build-A-Figure one from Toy Biz I think was about 16 inches, and then the that one that I talked about, the Days of Future Past 2-pack one, I think was like just under 16 inches. So for some size comparisons, next to kind of a bigger character, so this is him with Beast. So Beast barely comes like to the bottom of his knee. And I just brought out all of the blue team, or blue squad. Here's him next to Gambit's supposed to be like 6 foot, even in the comics. His hair probably is a little bit taller. Cyclops, same thing. He's supposed to be about 6 foot. Then some female characters. Psylocke and Rogue. So they're a little bit shorter than these guys. And then teenager character, we got why am I blanking? Jubilee. We got Jubilee. And so she's just a little bit shorter than the adult female characters. And then for a short person, we have Wolverine. So you can see he's a little tiny bit shorter than Jubilee. So he barely comes up to like his calf. And so that's pretty cool. You can have a pretty cool display with this guy. So let's go over some articulation. So for the head, I think it's on a ball, but the jaw kind of doesn't really let it move all that much. And he doesn't move really up and down. Let me see. And then the heads are interchangeable too, so we'll get to see what's actually in there. So these shoulder pads move up so that you can move up the arm. So yeah, it looks like the arm moves up about that far. So not like perfect 90 or anything, but it's pretty big. So I don't really expect to put it all the way up. I think, and then when they're flying, I think they usually keep their hands down and do an Iron Man type of thing, like where they put their hands out like this. So it's not like you need to get them in like a flight pose or anything like that. So for the elbows, he ratcheting elbows, and they bend just under 90, and you can see the plastic actually hits there, so that's all that would go. And it is double jointed though, so that's pretty cool. So you have one joint there, and then one joint on the bottom. So two joints on the elbows. And then for the wrists, it has this like swiveling gauntlet panel thing right here so that you can get the hand up a little bit without hitting that plastic. And then it goes in. It's a full ball, so it actually has pretty decent motion. And I didn't expect this. It looks like each finger has individual joints. So this is the oh, I had the thumb backwards there. So there's the full thumb. All the fingers have each notch, just like a normal hand would. And some of them are kind of tough, so I don't really want to bend all of them. And then, so for his torso, he has, looks like some kind of like ab crunch here. It goes in. Oh, and I think, oh, I thought that was maybe the buttons for his light ups. So, top of the torso, I actually don't know how that moves, guys. Let me see. Oh, okay, so it does have like a twist right here at the torso. And then the crunch, it looks like it's lower in the hips. So, yeah, like that. And then, I mean, you don't really need to get these guys in any crazy poses. And the ratchets are pretty hard on him, so I don't... Yeah, so he goes back a little bit too. They probably didn't really need to put that in there, but it's okay. And then, so for the legs, he kicks out to the side about that far, so a little bit less than 90. And then he can kick forward about that far, and then back about the same. And then this part, his torso, well, not his torso area, his like pelvis area is like soft plastic, so that you can move it around and it won't like hit or obstruct the movement. So you can see that's squishy. And then same thing for the knees, they're double jointed. And so here's where we'll know if it's gonna be loose right after moving. I heard something. We'll see. So that's really good. It bends more than 90. So we'll see how loose it is when we put it back. Alright, I mean, it seems like it's okay. And then, so for the ankles, it doesn't look like he has, oh, actually, no, yeah, he has a little bit of an ankle pivot, but I don't think you need to get him in like a super wide stance or anything like that. And then his boot has about that much motion, so it's kind of just, you can get him maybe like in a little walking pose, but not anything crazy. So, like that. And yeah, he's actually standing, so I'll probably just have him standing up straight, just to be safe. And then, if any of you guys picked up the HasLab Galactus, I'm wondering if they share any parts, just because, you know, they're similar colors, they're both kind of robotic, but I think he's a lot bigger. Like, I think he's probably like this much taller, so not sure. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that he comes with.
How tall is he outside of the box?
Oh, we measured him, he was like 27 inches. So it comes with extra Hydroscopes. So this is the Master Mold head sculpt. So if you had any other Sentinels, then you could put this on here and then have him just sitting down, and he'd be like Master Mold, and all the littler or the smaller Sentinels would be like the normal Sentinels. So I thought that was pretty cool that they included this head, because we've never got a Master Mold figure, and honestly, if they made him life size, he'd probably be able to sit on the couch with me. So I think it's cool that they threw that in. And then, so then we have this head, and I'm not sure what this one is all about. I think it might be something from Powers of X and House of X, but it's like a three different faces.
Like judges.
Like, yeah, like almost like it. Maybe he like has like moods or something. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I like the paint on the mouth on this one. It like looks like it's like heating up. And then this one looks like Doctor Doom or something. And then this one's just open. And then we have like a battle damaged head. So this is pretty sick that they gave us like a battle damage one and had like extra paint to show like the scratching and like his paint scratching off. It looks like his eye exploded. And maybe I'll do a photo shoot or something and have Colossus ripping his head open or something. That'd be kind of cool. And looks like he has like blaster dents or bullet holes or something. And then his whole jaw got ripped off. So, well, let me see. I'm gonna take off the head that's on him so we can compare it a little bit, and also to see how it comes off. So, yeah, like I thought, it was just a big giant ball. So, let's see. There we go. So there's the light up feature for the eyes. So you can see that it just shines through the transparent part of all of the head sculpts. So this is a normal head versus battle damaged head. Oh, so there's even like a whole chin piece that's missing too. So that looks cool. I like how they look pretty similar. So they kept it consistent. Like you could have him at the beginning of a battle and then at the end of a battle. And then finally, I'm not sure what this thing is. Oh, he also has a battle damaged hand, so it's just like missing some fingers and it's pre-posed. This one doesn't seem like it moves. And like his middle blaster thing's broken. So that's pretty cool. It's still articulated. It's just like a battle damaged version. Alright, and then the last thing that he comes with are, and excuse me if I'm wrong, because I know for sure these are from House of X, Powers of X. I think they're called like Omega Sentinels or something like that. No, that's the three-headed ones. I'm not sure what these guys are called. I remember seeing what their names were whenever it was announced that they were going to come with it. And that's the other cool thing about the getting on the HasLab crowdfunding thing was like I paid like basically day one just thinking we were only gonna get a Sentinel. Oh, sorry about that. And you know they just kept on adding stuff in, adding stuff in, and it was pretty cool. So there's these guys, and then it has a extra head sculpt. I'm guessing is for this one. And it looks more like our Sentinel guy here. So, if anyone knows what those guys are about, you can let me know. Maybe I'll do a separate video about them when I find out what they are. And we can compare these guys to like the Nimrod and stuff that I have. I didn't get him out for this video, but we'll do some more size comparisons in another video. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then finally, let's see the tentacles. Let's see how they poured in. Okay. So these are rubbery, and you can see they have those like holes, so you know that it has like a bendy wire in it, so you can pose them. You could have them so that they're like grabbing onto an X-Men. So like we'll have them like wrapped around, holding on to Cyclops or something. So they port right into. Ooh, let's put the battle damaged head on. Alright, that's a lot easier to put on than take off because it's kind of got suction whenever you put it on. Okay, so let's see if this makes him fall down. Alright, yeah, so you port those in there, and then you can have them like grabbing onto the guys. That's kind of cool. The guy's kind of heavy to keep it up, but That's pretty cool.
Let him go. See if he falls. Oh, he
Oh,
stands.
He's good. Let's have him like. He can't look down very much. It'd be cool if you could have him like looking down at the guy. Alright, so we're gonna pop some batteries in this guy and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got some batteries in it, and so you can see this middle part light up, and then whenever you press it, you can see his eyes, and then I think it changes colors, so you can make it like, I think, how did you, oh yeah, you press and hold it so he would turn red, so you can be like, he's like taking damage. I don't think he makes any sounds, but...
Oh, his light turned off. His light turned off. Oh no. And those are his only lights?
I think so, because I just saw that one bulb thing in his head, and then that right there.
Nothing on his
got
back?
my fingerprints already. No, nothing on his back. I don't even think we showed the full back. So, to put the batteries in, we took this like plastic thing off, and then there's like a battery port in there. So you just pull this out. It just ports in. It's just kind of a pain to get it off. And then you got a Sentinel booty, and then yeah, not much paint on it at all. But I'm not complaining. He's pretty cool. Alright, so would I recommend this guy? I mean, I would have recommended you get on the crowdfunding thing for it. I would definitely not recommend buying it after. Unless you're like a hardcore fan that just had missed out on the news or something. Because dang, he's got extensive now. So I honestly, I think it was only their second crowdfunding project. The first one they had done was for Transformers. They did a Unicron. So he was pretty huge. And I didn't even know about that one. This was the first one I heard about. So I didn't really know if they like increased in value or anything, or like how it even worked. So no, don't harass him. But honestly, guys, this is pretty cool. I'm glad that we all got to open it together. So, for all your Geek and Collector content, go ahead and subscribe, guys, because we're going to be opening up some more cool stuff. Maybe not as cool as this. This is pretty freaking cool, but stay tuned, guys. Thanks.